wonder if you've had time to reflect on that draw at Palace, and I understand the frustration and the disappointment of you and the team straight afterwards, playing against 10 men for as long as you did. But I wonder whether a point at Palace, now that in the cold light of day, isn't actually a bad result when you look at the bigger picture of the games you've got to come and the situation in the table.
Southampton, you mean?
Sorry, yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah. No, listen, we maybe before the game we might have taken that, but as I said, the circumstance in the game, we felt we should have done better. However, it's something that we've analysed, and we now go into our next game. And whatever the result was in that game, we wanted to come into this Newcastle game and equally looking to win. So the mentality doesn't change so much. We were disappointed, like I said, to play 80 odd minutes against 10 men, and even though it is difficult and it is tough, and credit to Southampton for having that resilience, and we would always back ourselves with the quality we have in our position in game to make the breakthrough. We had chances, didn't quite make it, so we take our point. We showed good fight back to come back, and we'll look forward now to Friday's game.
How do you see the top of the Premier League table right now, maybe the top 6 places, and how teams are performing around you?
Yeah, it's going to be tight right to the end. We've always thought that. I think we can only really concentrate on ourselves, Rob, and do our own job. And in order to finish high up in those top 4, you've got to win games. So we're in a great position on 63 points. We've got 4 more games to go, and we'll look to our next game to win. And that's what we'll look to do in all the games between now and the end of the season.
You talked after Southampton about the kind of the speed initially of the game, of the Leicester approach not being up to the level. Is that the challenge to the players this Friday, to get up to that speed as quickly as possible in this game against Newcastle?
Yeah, the tempo of our game is important. We like to play quickly and play through into our front players as quick as we can. That's our idea, and for that you need to have a good tempo and a good rhythm to your game. So yeah, I didn't think we started well enough in the Southampton game, and of course we then get the 10 men, and it was, but we didn't really play with that intensity until they scored. So that's something for us to look at, and we'll look to take that good start into the game against Newcastle.
Newcastle probably another side who are going to sit deep, frustrate, just sit back against you. In that way, have there been lessons learned from that Southampton game? Is it almost the perfect preparation for a game against Newcastle?
Yeah, different type of game. I think they'll be very good on the counter-attack, and they don't solely just sit back. Newcastle, they've got some excellent players, some dangerous players at the front end of the field. So Newcastle is a team that like to impose their way of playing, but of course they have players with great speed and can hit you on that counter-attack. But we know it's going to be a tough game. They've had some really good results. Be very well organised, good players, and but hopefully it'll be a tough game for Newcastle as well.
There's 4 Premier League games to go, Brendan, of course. I wonder if there's a feeling amongst the players of this being the opportunity that they would have wanted to be in at the start of the season, to almost right the wrongs of what happened last season almost.
Yeah, it's always learning on, it's always improvement, and I think that if you see the position we're in now with 4 games to go and FA Cup final, we would have taken that absolutely. So it's a really exciting end to the season. Like I said before, we're looking up, we're looking to the games to go and play with our identity and go and enjoy it, which is very, very important. And thankfully we've got a lot of our players fit. We've obviously got Harvey and JJ that are out, which is a shame for us. But in the main, the rest of the players are all fighting fit and excited about the games to go.
Last one from me, Brendan. On Newcastle, they are all but safe. They've done very well to drag themselves out of a relegation battle that they might have seen themselves in maybe earlier in this season. I wonder whether playing a side who have had possibly that slight easing in pressure almost makes them more dangerous, because you spoke about the attacking threats that they have, might be able to express themselves in a little bit more freely maybe. Does it make them more dangerous that there's slightly less pressure on them on Friday?
I don't think it's any more or less, if I'm honest. I think that Newcastle's a huge club fanatical fan base. So when you have that, every game is important, and every game they'll want to play and play to win. So on top of that, they've got really, really good players, got a great staff behind them, and that all makes for a really, really tough game for us. So I think they'll be out to win. They know that they've had a couple of really good results recently, so we have to be ready for that challenge.